Alright, welcome back to another video. Today we're back in, I don't know if it got cut off. Welcome back to another video. Today we're back in ACES League. Now, off camera I found out how to do a gyro save at any given moment. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to be, this time we're only going to be doing freestyle. Just so that it doesn't take too long, because then we could fit more streams into one day, and really the other stuff usually isn't that exciting. I found out how to gyro save, but I'm only going to do it at realistic times with trucks that would do it. Like, if it's like or if it's like Wild Side, there's obviously not going to be a gyro save involved. If it's Max D, there probably is going to be, if you know what I'm saying. So, huge error to start off the show for Max D. I had some really good runs going off camera, so hopefully if we can sort of mimic what I was doing, some good things will happen if it does go as well as it did before. Okay, just throw it into some donuts casually. I did not do that, by the way. That was the truck itself. Huge wheelie there. He's on his side. Can he save it? Going for this save here. It's not looking like the odds are in his favor. He's still going for it. It's not looking like it's going too good. It's definitely not working like it was off camera. There he goes. He's going to get the save. Max D. So an amazing way to start off the run, because that was still very soon into the run. No! Saved it. Ah! So an unfortunately early ending for Max D's run. But it might be pretty hard to beat. We saw big air, we saw cross-threading, and of course, that unbeatable save. Well, actually, that's what everyone else is trying to do, because it probably means it's beatable. Anyways, let's try to get in here before he spawns. So next up we have Gravedigger. Again, we're not doing skills challenge here, or competition I should say. Gravedigger still wants to do it. I'm not going to count that, because really, again, the 30-second rule, I forgot about that. You can't forget about that. So Gravedigger, starting off the run with not as much momentum as Max D at all. But you know what? There's what the air was. I was going to say, you know, it's not going to take long for Gravedigger to start getting air. Like that. Oh, what a save! You can save it except for when it does what it did to Max D, where you just can't save it unless you're in, you know, most other Roblox Monster Draft games. So it's an unfortunate break for Max D, and Gravedigger's going to suffer the same fate. So an unfortunate break for Gravedigger. So your current leader is going to be Max D. The run had overall just more momentum, and that save that you just cannot forget about. I don't know what's going on. I'm like all over the place right now. Next up, we have the Dirt Crew. Starting off with some nice air. Now, something Dirt Crew needs to do to beat Max D is to be a little bit more consistent. Max D was hitting a lot of jumps, but mostly the same jumps, the jumps that would get him the most air. And at the moment, it looks like Dirt Crew is pretty much doing the same thing. But if he changes that up, he might see some higher scores. Going around that turn, I need to be careful. Air up there, and he's going to set it back down. Here he goes. He's going for this other ramp that I think was only touched once, and that was on accident during Max D's run. So, yeah, not really being noticed. Dirt Crew, the biggest air of his run yet. Some pretty good air. We're going to go right into the backflip. He's going to have to watch out that he doesn't do that too much because that can break an axle. So he's not going to want to do that. Nice wheelie for Dirt Crew. You have to admire those ever good wheelies. But kind of what Max D was doing, he's not hitting a very large variety of jumps. And it's mainly the ones on the opposite side of the track as him right now. Looks like he's going to move over there. And the thing is, that's where the fans are. So, like, they put the biggest jumps where the fans aren't going to be, which is probably a mistake on the track creator's half as well. But another great wheelie for Dirt Crew. And if he can keep this consistency up, he might be able to beat Max D's run. Some more nice air for Dirt Crew. Gonna go right into the wall. That's not good for Dirt Crew. Some air up that jump right there. And here he goes. Lining up for the backflip. And he's gonna fall short. Now, I could tell he wasn't putting quite as much momentum into each jump as Max D. And he didn't really have that wow moment. If he could have landed that backflip, I would have put him in first. But since he could not, I'm going to put him in second. That was definitely better than Gravedigger, who got like 2-3 hits, maybe even 1, I don't remember. Here we go, it's Dragon. Now, we're not wasting time revving it up or anything. We're just getting into the run. He's going to drift right between his 2 targets and bump the backflip for a pretty cool wheelie. I mean, it wasn't his objective, of course, but... So I'm not expecting a lot of runs that will have as much air as Max D's run had. That was just a ton of air, but Dragon is getting close to that. Cool, good wheelie. But he's going to crash it. If he can get this save, he has a shot at beating Max D. At the moment, it's not looking like he's going to be able to get the save. This might be an upsettingly early ending for Dragon's run. Still looking for that save. I'm going to give him 10 more seconds to get that save, and if he cannot do it, I think Max D is still going to continue as your leader. He's doing whatever he can, but nothing is working. 3, 2, and 1. That's going to do it for Dragon, who could not get the save like Max D. And I was actually doing it the exact same way I did for Max D, but it just didn't work out for Dragon. So an unfortunate break for Dragon. Could not get the save like Max D did. Someone who you would actually expect to see at one of these week shows is the Big Kahuna, as well as their crew, who was not quite able to take the lead. So here goes the Big Kahuna. He's doing a very similar thing as Dirt Crew did. So not putting a ton of momentum into each jump, but he's hitting everything. Which sometimes scores well, sometimes it doesn't. It really depends who you're going up against and what each fan is used to seeing and what they're seeing differently in your run. Big Kahuna doing some nice moves here. Not as much throttle as Max D, which I've been talking about with some of these other runs, such as Dirt Crew. It's not getting as much air. An amazing wheelie for Big Kahuna. And a save. Big Kahuna doing exactly what he needs to take the freestyle lead away from Max D. He's going to go up and over. That might be the end. Here he goes for a save. And Big Kahuna with the save. having some issues starting up the truck. Let's see if he can get it back. He's going to. Oh, we're seeing that truck begin to shut off again. I'm not sure if there's something wrong with it. You're going to be able to get it back once again. And can he save it? No, he cannot. So I think after this save, the truck just wasn't happy. If you had put a little bit more into each jump, I think it could have been your leading run. But again, just compared to the error Max D managed to get, I don't think that's your leader. Now here's someone that can be your leader. Covert Crusher. Covert Crusher is looking to do whatever he can to get the win. Now he's one of the trucks that will go as big as Max D had. Because he has a freestyle one under his belt and he would like to add another one with some huge air, just as I was speaking. Hitting the wall with a lot of speed, which again can result in an axle break, so you need to be careful to not do that. An amazing save by the Covert Crusher. Now something I actually forgot about when it comes to Big Kahuna's run is that he got multiple saves. So one tire moonwalk forward momentum save for Covert Crusher. Anyways, Big Kahuna actually got 2 saves. Just one was not as big as the other. Man, he could not get the save. Which again, I actually was trying. But it just did not quite work for the Covert Crusher. There's a lot of pressure on him to get this save after seeing what he needs to do to take the lead from Max D. He's been having an amazing run, so I'm really hoping he can get this one back. Right now, it's starting to look like he's not going to be able to. There he goes! Covert Crusher with the save. And now if he wants to beat Max D, he's going to have to sprinkle in some stuff that Max D was not really able to do. So technical moves like that stoppy. This run is just action-packed with saves. It's just... This run is nothing but saves. And that's what got Covert Crusher the win last time. But he cannot get the flip. But that's going to be your new leading run. And I think that marks halfway. Yep, that's 6 trucks that have went. 6 trucks to go. Covert Crusher marking the halfway mark. And he did it the right way. But if someone's going to want to take back that lead, or not take back, but take the lead at least, it's going to be Bigfoot. Here he goes. He did not do very well in the previous event. So he's hoping he can change that up. Oh my, he's going to clip a different ramp. And that's going to put the truck on its lid. So 30-second rule is active. Which actually, that means Gravedigger and Dragon both need reruns. Because I forgot to use a 30-second rule in those runs. So they're going to get reruns. What a save by the Bigfoot. That was an amazing save. Don't crash it again. Not the way you want this to go. So he's going to be able to get the 30-second reset. Because that was definitely in 30 seconds. So here he goes again. Starting off with huge air. Woo! I don't think he meant to hit that backflip. Okay. I think I have an idea for the next ACES League thing. I could do it like a sign-up series style where people go in the trucks and then I have them go. Here goes Bigfoot. Huge air! And he puts it in reverse to get a save. So a couple of incredible saves, but not as good as Covert Crusher. No, I actually think that's a good way to end the stream. Run like that. And so for the next stream, what I'm going to do is a sign up series style thing. Where you choose the truck. And then I do the run for it. And then pretty much that's what you do. So I'm going to end the stream here and I'll see you next time.